All for joining us for the Graduation Initiative 2025 Symposium as we celebrate the progress that we have made to date, reaffirm our commitment to student success, and really learn from our colleagues both in the CSU and across the nation. As James Minor shared with us earlier today, that we are starting to see real progress toward our Graduation Initiative 2025 goals. Completion rates are at all-time highs, and we also have begun to turn the corner on closing equity gaps. And this is all worth celebrating. I encourage all of you to take a moment, smell the roses, as I often say, and appreciate the progress that we have made collectively and individually as campuses, because it's really the result of all of your hard work. Okay, the moment is over. We still have a lot of hard work ahead of us, and I know that we're all charged to get that done. So I'd like for you to imagine with me for just a moment that we have reached the year 2025, and we're all gathered here for the 10th annual Graduation Initiative 2025 Symposium. And imagine that it's Chancellor White, he'll be as gray as can be at that point, but that he would step up to the podium and announce that we have actually hit our targets. We've moved the completion rate distribution curve, as he often says, up and to the left for all students. And we've achieved equity while maintaining access. I agree. That would be a beautiful moment, will be a beautiful moment, this culmination of a decade of all of our hard work. Some of us may actually have more gray hair by that time and a few battle scars, but we will have made it. The Chancellor will conclude his remarks, and now he turns everything over to me for my comments. And then I step up to the podium to summarize what it actually takes to get us to 2025. And I say, what? What will I say? What will it actually take to get us to that point? Each of today's speakers really provided the context, their own perspectives on that respective question. And I would argue that there are three main takeaways that we must embrace if we're to achieve our initiative goals. First, we must maintain a concerted focus. The progress that we have seen to date is a result of intentionality. We must keep students at the center of all of our actions, stay the course, and focus on efforts that will improve student outcomes. This includes maintaining a concerted focus on closing our equity gaps. In my mind, and certainly you've heard me say this before, ensuring that every student who steps foot on a CSU campus has an equal opportunity to a high-quality learning experience, regardless of their income, their background, their gender, their race, their ethnicity, their status, that is the core of moving our students towards success. And to this end, we are redoubling our efforts to promote equity throughout the system, identifying actions that are good for all students, but have a disproportionately positive impact on our most underserved populations. We know that if we were to focus only on improving the CSU's overall completion numbers, we would risk exacerbating our equity gap. But given the CSU's vibrantly diverse student population, by focusing on the equity gaps, we know that we can achieve all of our initiative's goals. The second major takeaway from today is really understanding the importance of innovation. When I spoke at last year's convocation or symposium, I asserted that this is a moment to rethink business as usual in the never-ending quest to improve and better serve our students. This remains as true today as it was a year ago. We simply cannot, we will not accomplish our goals without innovation. But innovation just for the sake of innovating is never enough. Innovation must be informed, and it must be deliberate. We actually know from research conducted by UCLA that nationwide, across all types of baccalaureate degree granting colleges and universities, 84% of students enter college expecting to graduate in 4 years. This is not our expectation of them, it is their expectation of us that we will ensure they have this option. As a result, a number of campuses have implemented campaigns to educate students about the importance of completing 15 units each term if graduating in 4 years is their actual goal. At Sacramento State, the campus has gone all in on their Finish in 4 and its Through in 2 campaigns. This innovative approach is informed. Similar campaigns have been implemented in 25 states and at more than 200 institutions nationwide. And it's deliberate. By engaging students when they first enter the university, Sacramento State is able to increase advising, offer priority registration, and provide incentives to students. And these campaigns have been extremely successful at Sac State. The percent of freshmen taking 15 or more units has increased from just over 51% in 2015 to almost 67% in 2017. Stingers up. And as of 2017 at Sac State, the average unit load for freshmen was 14.8, just shy of the 15 units needed to graduate in 4 years. This is an example of innovation that is having a dramatic impact on student success. In the upcoming year, we will be focusing as a system on increasing students' average unit load, as well as improving the quality of advising that students receive from the day that they are admitted into our university at CSU until the day that they graduate. In doing so, we are really going to have to ask ourselves some tough questions, such as, how do we increase the percentage of students who establish a degree plan before they begin taking classes? Can we actually improve the integration of existing data systems with advising to more effectively share information about student progress? And what structural changes must occur to end what we call pinball advising, where students are bounced from office to office in pursuit of guidance or permission or clear answers? Over the course of the next year, we will be addressing these questions as a community. Resolving them will require innovative thinking and action. The third and final takeaway from today is the need for bold action. Without question, our actions at the CSU are not happening within a vacuum. There is currently a national degree completion movement. Institutions of higher education across the country are really taking a hard look at their day-to-day operations and making changes to improve the student experience and related outcomes. Policymakers, both at the state and national level, they're really paying more attention. We know that here in California, there is intense interest in student success. And if we are to be successful in achieving our Graduation Initiative 2025 goals, the CSU must not simply join this national movement, we must take our place as the leader of that movement. In California, the 5th largest economy in the world, the CSU awards nearly half of the bachelor's degrees each year. What we do each day has a tremendous impact on our state and beyond. So we do have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to our students, to the state, and to each other to lead, to not to follow, and certainly not to stand on the sidelines. To capitalize on this moment, we must convert the ideas we have heard today, the ideas we will hear tomorrow, into action. We must, within our respective roles, wherever you might sit within the university structure, to demonstrate bold, consequential leadership, to innovate and maintain focus in order to achieve our respective goals. It's now my pleasure to invite everyone to proceed to the Montezuma Hall for the inaugural Faculty Innovation and Leadership Award reception, to honor faculty across the CSU who embody everything that I have just spoken of today. These faculty members are focused on student success. They are innovators, they're leaders on their campus and beyond. I invite you to enjoy the reception that we have for them, and we certainly want to see all of you back here tomorrow for the remainder of our symposium. Thank you very much.